To survive eBay, you've got to become eBay. Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another pickup video. I'm going to share some interesting pickups, a little mini home run, and then just like a crazy, really weird toy lot that I picked up that could end up being one of the best pickups I've ever picked up. We'll see. So check it out. I hope you enjoy. So the runner-up for today, honorable mention kind of stuff. I went to Goodwill, actually, Goodwill outlet store. They had some racks or like rolling carts of shoes, kind of like off to the side where like they hadn't been put on the top shelf rack things that they always put them on. And so I started looking through those, and I noticed these two pairs of shoes and a couple others. And so first off, we got these. Reebok CrossFit 2s, CR5 FT2s, women's CrossFit, athletic shoes. Really nice condition. Paid $7.99 plus a discount. I got a discount on that. They're in really nice condition. I think I can make a $30 sale on these. So just a bread and butter item. Look pretty nice. But I saw these guys, and immediately I was like, man, there's something special about these shoes. Because first off, the brand is a brand most people are probably, if you flip shoes, that you're familiar with, and that's Sasoni. But anybody who knows Sasoni, athletic shoes, they usually don't look anything like this. So if you notice here, these things are like different colors of suede leather and stuff, and they got like this really heavy duty plastic thing right here. It says courageous. It's got a really unique like sole and everything. And then you see in the inside the shoe, and each shoe, one of them has an American flag, the other one has I didn't even look it up. I'm not gonna lie, another country's flag. So later on in the video, I'll show an example of this, and I'll give you the proper description of everything here. But and then on the back it says politics. So yeah, I was right. My hunch was right. I looked these up, and brand new, these are like $200 plus shoes. These are like some kind of like limited edition. Has to do with some kind of battle between obviously the United States and whatever that country's flag is. We'll look that up later in the video. But yeah, paid again $7.99. I'm looking at, I think, at least $100 sale on these shoes. They're in really nice condition. I just need to clean up the leather and everything a little bit. Yeah, brand new in the box pair of those go for like $200 or something like that. We'll investigate further. But there was my kind of mini home run for the day. Okay, so what you're looking at is not a screensaver. Here's my feet. So I went to my normal thrift store. I haven't been in there in a while, and I always go to the toy aisle first, looking for Nerf guns and stuff. And I found all these bags of these toys right here. And what they're called are webroot threat cadets. So webroot, I'm doing a little research on these now. Webroot is like a computer virus malware company or something like that. And apparently, I don't know if they sold these or just it was like they gave them out as a promo for like being a part of the webroot service or whatever. But they have a toy line. And I have several sets of the entire collection. So these were all bagged like in bags of like 10 a piece, just at random. And they were marked for $14.99. The tag was already to the half off, color. So that means that nobody ever was interested in and bought them. The lady said they'd been there for a few weeks. So I looked them up real quick, and man, there's just very few listings of these on eBay. There's one listing that sold for, well, and actually we'll get into the investigation of this later in the video. So anyways, I got them to give them to me to change the price to $12.99 for each bag. I paid for 12 bags, which gave me all the content, everything you see here. I ran out of room on the cardboard. There's some more over there. So I paid $70 total for all these, and based on the amount I had the one in the back here is called Diskette. It's a female character. Her name is Diskette, and I had 31 of those. Then I've got this one right here is Lady Firewall. She is my one that I have the least of. I have only 21 of her. Then there's Codeman the Barbarian. I have, he's the one I have the most of. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's the second highest one I have. I have 34 of him. Then finally, it was like the more bulky character, is the one I have the most of, actually. I have 43 of this, the Mal Werewolf. The Mal Werewolf, or the Malware Wolf, however you wanted to say it, because obviously you can tell that the names have to do with like cybersecurity. Malware Wolf, Codeman the Barbarian, Lady Firewall, and Diskette. So this is like a really weird little mini obscure toy line, but you know what? It's a blister packed, carded, real toy line with, real character names and all that stuff. So I basically end up paying, I paid about 55 cents a piece for each character, for each individual toy. So a few of them over here were damaged, but basically just like all these over here, all these just have a little bit of, bending on the cards, and that's about it. So I mean, realistically, if I sell a set of these for 20 bucks a piece, I'm making really nice profits. But man, with as many complete sets and everything I have here, this could be one of my best pickups. It just depends. It depends on, the demand. Now, there are hardcore toy collectors out there. So this looks like a real series of toys to me. Whether it was a promo from a, software company or whatever. So what? That's how other toy lines have started anyways. So yeah, we'll do some research on this, but there we have it. All right, for the Sasoni shoes, a little more research shows me that it's the Battle of New Orleans is what the shoes commemorate, I guess. Here's a pair of brand new in the box for sale for $189.99, free shipping. They only have size 7, and the only available size for that particular shoe. Here's my listing. I went ahead and decided to put it up for $150 because my shoe size is 9.5. So I have no competition if anybody's that wants these shoes and their size is a 9.5. So I thought that, a best offer, we'll see, but put it right there because you see, I mean, a new in the box pair is close to $200. But again, yeah, that's the good thing about shoes is everybody has to have the right size. So I have no competition. So for sold listings, if you guys haven't noticed, I've just recently noticed this checking sold listings that it puts the active sponsored listings in with the sold listings. I don't know if I'm not filtering it correctly anymore or something, or if there's a trick around it. But that, to me, that's kind of annoying because here, the only actual sold listing is right here, sandwiched in between. Here's my listing and then some other sponsored listings. So that's kind of misleading. I guess I appreciate, them trying to push my item in the sold listings tab, but I don't know. If you're trying to research sold listings, you really don't want to have all these sponsored items in there, including mine. So this one here, a different size, again, 10.5, but it sold for $100, free shipping. This one was a new in the box one again, but again, I'm not too worried about it because if anybody wants a pair of these shoes and they wear a size 9.5, I am their only option. So So I'll put it at 150, but I'm willing to take an offer on it. So now for the webroot threat cadets, I got my listing up. This is it here. So I got my sponsored, and not much competition here either. I'm going to dominate the webroot threat cadets market here. We got one person selling an individual one for $11 with shipping, and somebody trying to sell two for $21 free shipping. So I decided to throw mine up for $60 free shipping, but that's for the whole complete set. And, as I keep making the sale, I'll try to send out ones that are condition-wise close to these right here. And then I may have to re-photograph, if I get some that are, put some together that aren't as good a condition, if they do sell. So as far as sold listings go, again, there's my sponsored listing. It's kind of annoying. So this one was kind of weird because I guess it's because they put it on auction. That was probably a mistake, but it's a complete set that also includes a comic book. So that would be kind of discouraging that somebody bought that for $3, including shipping. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't try that again if I were them. But here someone bought the individual werewolf one for $11.50 plus $4 to ship. That's not bad. I'd take that all day long. And then we do have here another auction for the same one, the one that was scary that only went for $3. Someone bid. There was two bidders actually. Winning bid was $60 plus $14 to ship for the same complete set with the comic book. So, I don't have the comic book, but I got the complete sets, and I put a best offer option on here. So we'll see if there's any collectors out there that want to go for it. But, I'm only gambling $70 here on 129 figures here. So I don't mind waiting it out. I really like reselling items like this where you have a lot of a bunch of the same thing, and you can just, as you sell them, you can just keep relisting them or have a quantity auction or have a quantity listing. One example of that, I'll show you one that I've sold now for many, many years. Probably over 5 years I've been selling this exact same listing. It's these 3 books, Pathfinder Tales. So, about 5 or so years ago, same thrift stores I always get my stuff from. At the time, I guess they were getting overcrowded on books, because at this time, the thrift store books were 10 cents a piece. It didn't matter what kind of books they were. Hardback, softback, it just didn't matter. They just didn't care. They just would do anything to get rid of books. So you could find some good stuff. But one day I went in there and there was these 3 books right here, brand new. Well, they weren't brand new because they were on the shelf, but you could tell they were basically just taken out of a box and put on the shelf like brand new. So there was like tons of them, and all the same, these 3 titles, just repeat copies of all three of these titles, all in the same series here, Pathfinder Tales. So that was cool. And so I was like, hey, you got these books here. You guys got any more of those? And they're like, yeah, we have like sealed cases of these books. Again, just these 3 titles, but, like whatever, a couple cases of this one, and a couple cases of this one, and a couple cases of this one, whatever, like that. So it ended up being about 300 books, all, of course, a division of each of these titles. So I bought them all, and of course, like I said, books were 10 cents a piece. So I was getting actually, I'm a military veteran, so I was getting a military discount as well. So I was getting a 10% discount on top of that. So I was paying 9 cents a piece for these books. So for those 300 something books, I paid $30. And back in the day, I started selling these I think I was selling them for like $11.99 or $12.99, like that, or something like that, free shipping, media mail. So it cost only like $3 to ship. And so I was making a good $5 bill or more every time I'd sell these. And I've probably sold this listing well over 50, 60, 70 times. One of the best pickups I've ever made. Now, it's a slow one, and that was the point I'm getting at, that, something like this, can it make you some decent money, like really good profits? Yeah, but you may be having this box of, toys in your your storage area, your inventory storage area, or this, a bunch of boxes of books in your inventory storage area for a long period of time, maybe years. So if that is something that doesn't bother you, then yeah, go for stuff like this whenever it's dirt cheap. It's a fun gamble, and it can end up making you a lot of money. In this case, this is one of the best pickups I've ever had. Maybe this one will be, because it is a toy. It appears to be rare, just in the fact that I'm pretty much like the only one that has any, besides a couple other sellers. Now, just keep in mind, rare doesn't necessarily mean desired, and rare doesn't necessarily mean expensive. So there is that, but rare is better than not rare when it comes to these like cheap items, I guess you could say. So it's going to be an interesting gamble, and we'll see where it goes, and I'll keep you updated. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and together let's make some quick flips and easy ships on eBay. Have a good one.